Can you just reiterate what you, in the fourth verse that we read, it says that consciousness illuminates the various thoughts in the mind and how it's different from introspection?
Yes, that's an important point. The fourth verse says, the consciousness by itself illumines the various thoughts, feelings, emotions in the mind. I can put it this way, it's very subtle, but there's a point here. You see, the doubt which may be raised here, and it should be raised, is that why are you saying that consciousness illumines all these? Why can't you say the mind is thinking about the mind? When I say that consciousness illumines a thought in my mind, isn't it the mind thinking about that thought? Because the mind can do that. That's the thing. The mind is designed to think about things. So the things which the mind can think about are in the world outside. They are in the body. I can think about my body also. And I can think about my thoughts. I am having spiritual thoughts. I am having non-spiritual thoughts. I am having good thoughts and bad thoughts. I'm trying to remember something. I cannot remember something. This is the mind thinking about itself. This is called introspection. What is mentioned here is not introspection. The simple test of this is, even when I'm not introspecting, suppose I'm fully engaged in some activity, I'm still aware. I'm not thinking about thinking, but I'm still thinking and aware. In fact, that's a much more concentrated state of the mind. And the second proof which the Vedantins gave, why it is different from introspection, is that there is consciousness in deep sleep too. Where the mind is just not thinking, the mind has shut down, there is consciousness. But that many people may not be convinced of. Many people may find it difficult to understand. But just take consciousness as we experience in our day-to-day activities, just now. I can think about what's going on in my mind, or I may not think about what's going on in my mind. Even when I'm not thinking about it, still I experience joy, sadness, satisfaction, lack of satisfaction, understanding, incomprehension. I experience these, which means they are all objects of consciousness. There's one point I'll mention here and later on. The great temptation by reading all this is to try to be a witness. There are meditation techniques where they tell you, now witness your thoughts, witness your sensations, witness your thoughts. And they are good meditation techniques. But Vedanta is not talking about that. The witness that Vedanta talks about is the witness whether you try or you do not try. Whether you ever read Vedanta or you do not read Vedanta, the witness is always the witness. It's not a created witness. It's not a witness we manufacture by effort. What they're pointing out is an existing truth. I remember a Swami in Uttarakhand explaining this, what we are reading. So he's explaining this. After having explained this, at the end of the class, he says, in Hindi, he says, what he said was, well, Swamis, we are all around with Swamis. So, Swamis, do you feel that you are the Sakshi, the witness? Do you feel that? And now you feel it, don't you, that we are the witness? And many of them nodded, yes. And what he said works very well in Hindi. He said, "Bahut bade gaddhe mein giroge." You're going to fall into a pretty big hole, which you have dug for yourself. The witness which you feel that I am the witness of everything, which I try to think of myself as the witness, I'm thinking about it. It's something that I'm generating with my mind. It was not there earlier. The moment you leave and you face a traffic jam on the 101, that witness will go away. It's something you're thinking about. The moment you stop thinking that I'm a witness, you don't feel that you're a witness anymore. That is not the real witness. Though I'm not saying that thinking like that is bad. Thinking that it's good. It's a good practice. But that's not the Vedantic witness, the real self. The real self is the self all the time. There is a witness all the time.